everybody. My name is CVGarcia, and I'm going to be talking about the transformative paradigm. For me, understanding the meaning of the word paradigm has always been challenging, and for this reason, I start this presentation by revisiting the definition of this term. A paradigm or worldview is a set of philosophical assumptions and beliefs that researchers use to guide their investigations. Individuals can adapt these worldviews based on their discipline, the mentors, prior research they've done, or the research community in which they inhabit. Gruber and Lincoln, 2005, describe four main philosophical assumptions to define paradigms. And these include axiological assumptions about the nature of ethics and values, ontological assumptions about the nature of reality, epistemological assumptions about the nature of knowledge, and methodological assumptions about how the systematic nature of collecting data. A little bit about the transformative paradigm and some background. This position arose in the 1980s and 1990s as a challenge to the post-positivist assumption that did not fit marginalized individuals or address issues of power, discrimination, and oppression. This worldview holds that research needs to confront social oppression and have an agenda for social change. The transformative paradigms views power as an issue that must be addressed at each stage of the research process. The role of the researcher is to recognize the inequalities and injustices present in everyday social issues. Using Gruber and Lincoln for philosophical assumptions, we can further define the transformative paradigm. In terms of the axiological assumptions, these promote human rights and further advance social justice issues. It also recognizes issues of power, oppression, and cultural difference. And it includes the voices of marginalized groups. Again, the goal of research is to create social change and benefit those individuals who have been traditionally marginalized or ignored in research studies. Ontological assumptions state multiple realities exist, which are socially constructed based on social, political, cultural positions. Those in power or position of privilege determine what is considered real, and the researcher is responsible to reveal these dynamics by being aware of societal values and privileges. Next, epistemological assumptions requires the researchers to collaborate with participants to gain an understanding of the different forms of knowledge and to incorporate this information into the research assigned. It is important to understand that knowledge is socially constructed and influenced by cultural context. Finally, the knowledge collected from the research should not harm or further marginalize the group that is being studied. For methodology, a researcher can use qualitative or mixed methods, but again requires a collaboration of the researcher and the participants. Methods should be culturally sensitive, and issues of discrimination in data collection should be recognized and addressed. For example, if you are interested in collecting interview data from women, childcare should be provided to include the voices of mothers from working class backgrounds who otherwise would not be able to participate unless the service is provided. So a quote to further understand the transformative paradigm and mixed methods. Harris et al. 2009 cite, quantitative, qualitative, or mixed methods can be used. However, the inclusion of qualitative dimension in methodology is critical in order to establish a dialogue between the researcher and the community members. Mixed methods designs fit into the transformative paradigm as it can capture the complexities of phenomena and actively engages the participants in the research process to understand cultural issues and ways of thinking which will influence the creation of quantitative data collection. So for a discussion question for you all, I want you to just think and reflect on how the transformative paradigm can guide research in your discipline or your field. In your answer, you can reflect on the following 4 bullets. You don't have to reflect on all of them, but I do want you to think about what groups have been unrepresented or which voices are missing in the literature in your field. What could be some possible research questions or social justice issues that can be addressed by using this particular paradigm? What methods would you use to collect data? Or also think about what challenges or obstacles do you anticipate if you do use this paradigm to guide your research. Here's a list of my references, and I thank you for listening to my presentation.